Okay. All right, great. I'm going to get started. It looks like we have about 8 or 9 of you in here, and so welcome to the webinar for SaaSMAX. We're going to introduce you to what SaaSMAX has to offer and why it's something you would probably be interested in, and how we can get you involved in creating some new opportunities for yourself and your business selling cloud services. So hopefully everyone can see my screen. What we're going to cover today is a quick introduction, how you can make money selling cloud services, talking a little about the landscape out there, how the adoption of SaaS is growing, and there's a huge market opportunity for those who recognize it at this point in time and are willing to jump in and be pioneers. Teach you a little bit more about what's going on in the SaaSMAX marketplace, who we are and how we bring you value, how the platform is used in SaaSMAX, and how we can help you upsell multiple apps to your various clients. And just as a brief little additional note, we have March SaaSMAX going on, which basically for any of you who are already resellers in SaaSMAX, and it looks like at least one of you is on the call, when you close 3 sales by the end of April 15th, there's also an extra incentive of $100 that we'll be sending you from SaaSMAX. That's separate from the commissions that you earn. And for any of you who are not members of SaaSMAX right now, if you sign up as a reseller today, I will send you a little Starbucks gift card for attending this webinar and getting started and being aggressive at moving forward in your strategy. So welcome, and here we go. So basically, today it's myself, Dina Moskowitz. I'm the founder and CEO of the company. And I also have with me Henry Bursell, who's our Director of Channel Marketing, who many of you might have received an invitation from today. And Donna Olmstead, who is, she's calling in, but she's not on the webinar. She is typically the reseller account manager, the solution provider account manager. And when you do sign up, you'll probably be hearing from her, and you'll be getting a call from her, because our goal is to make sure that we know not only that you understand what SaaSMAX is about, but what opportunities you're looking for and how we can help you to grow your cloud services business. We are basically a company that is, our goal is to help app vendors and resellers earn more recurring revenue from selling SaaS and cloud apps. We have over 40 vendors, 40 app vendors in the marketplace today. We actually have over 160 resellers. This slide is already obsolete because we're growing nicely, and we look forward to exponential growth in the year ahead. We're actually still in what we call pre-commercial launch or beta mode, and as we build our critical mass, which you'll see happening very quickly, we expect in the next few months, we'll then move to what we call the commercial launch phase. Our goal is to eliminate channel red tape. That means reduce the amount of contracting you have to deal with as a reseller, and that you can just jump in and start upselling the SaaS apps that we offer you. We also make it a one-stop shop for you to do all your deal management and tracking and commission management in one place. And at the same time, we're therefore helping app vendors to build and leverage resellers and solution providers like you, and be able to gain more exposure to the trusted advisors out there who are the ones who are advising the 12 to 15 million SMBs and SMEs that exist out there in the U.S. and beyond. We're also very big on app discovery, and as we grow, you'll be seeing our search engine within SaaSMAX and the app vendors within SaaSMAX categorized and turned into more of a choice engine, because we want to give you the most efficient way of discovering the best apps for the clients that you have, and making sure that it's a square that fits in a square, not in a hole. And by having us involved, you can trust that we've pre-qualified solutions and that you're making good decisions when you're recommending these software solutions to your clients. And we have a pretty good set of people on board who have had dozens, if not over 100 years of work experience combined in the channel, building the channel, working as channel managers, heading up business development in the IT solution provider space, and being account managers at IBM. And so we've been very fortunate to attract some really high-quality people who not only understand the world of SaaS, but understand the needs of people who are solution providers and cloud service providers. Some of the examples of SaaS apps in SaaSMAX right now are project management softwares like MavenLink, which is rated #1 on the Google App Marketplace for its category. We've got Big Contacts, a CRM solution. We've got Amtech, which is a print management solution. Squared Out, which is a great widget for events and social management, social announcements that goes on a home page of websites. So it really ranges because SaaS software now is available for security, for infrastructure, for operations, for connecting hardware and managing hardware, for sustainability, and for business processes and marketing and sales processes. And so as well as for telecommunications and unified communications these days. So the number and breadth of apps that are joining SaaSMAX for the different sectors is really, it's pretty interesting and pretty solid. And so I'd encourage you to take a look around. Right now the marketplace is free to search through at the top level. You do need to be granted access in order to delve in and learn more information, but it's certainly there. So back to you and why you're here, because you know, your goal obviously is to find new opportunities in the year ahead and beyond and build your business based upon a transforming market that's out there. And you know, what we're seeing, and we pretty much know 100% is correct, is that you're leaving money on the table right now, because when you're able to sell SaaS and cloud apps, you can generate new revenue per customer. You can use it to identify and broaden your customer base. You'll have a clear competitive advantage because you're definitely ahead of the game compared to a lot of other solution providers who are basically working with customers on their legacy solutions and legacy networks as opposed to focusing on the future and what's next. You'll be able to bring in new service revenue as well, because as you train and support and help your clients adopt to new services, they'll need you and rely on you. And you'll also be able to create new partner opportunities with the vendors we introduced you to, and we keep you staying very important and fresh and relevant to your client base. And when you look at what the business model can be, we wanted to break it down sort of in a granular way so that you can understand, you know, how it builds up and how it compounds, and how as you sell more SaaS apps to more of your clients, and then as you add more clients and add more SaaS apps, it really it grows into a nice recurring revenue base over time. I'd be happy to share this slide with you if any of you want to take a look at it. And this slide of how the income can grow exponentially actually doesn't even include all of the active service-based fees that you could charge to your clients. So just on a, you know, on a high level, if you were selling 10 apps to 20 customers, and each one needed 20 licenses of that app at $40 per user per month, and your commission was 20%, that's going to generate a monthly commission to your company of $32,000 a month. And over a 3-year period, because that's a typical life cycle, if your client is adopting a solid app, you can earn over $1 million in commission from selling those apps to your 20 customers to, you know, with 20 licenses. So we think that's a pretty exciting value proposition, and encourage you to really delve in and look at how some of the apps are a passive sell and some of the apps are more require more time and attention. But when you combine the two, there's some really amazing revenue that you can earn. So back to the market and the landscape. SaaS is here to stay, and whether you call it SaaS or cloud or software solution, it's really the software market is moving toward this growth into the cloud, replacing legacy on-premise systems. And the market is already nearing $59 billion a year. So, and in 2014, expected to go up to $75 billion. So for anyone who thinks that, you know, it's just starting, really it's happening already. And the selection of apps, though, has been an issue. The quality and security of apps has been an issue, and bring your own device has been an issue, and having people and businesses sort of initiate their own software subscriptions on their own is becoming a bigger issue and concern for the security of data in many companies. So there's a huge reason that trusted advisors and solution providers should be taking a role in facilitating and getting in the middle of decisions related to purchasing SaaS. On average, in 2012, small businesses are using as many as 7 cloud apps, and it's expected to grow. This is another slide that just shows that growth. And really, there's a SaaS app these days for nearly everything that you can think of. We have one called SessionCam, which for $30 a month allows you to capture every user session when someone is on a website. And that's an extremely high value for the marketing team. And then you have something like PowerSmart, which allows you to basically turn on and off all the computers in an organization. And so if you have a learning center or a library or an academic institution where you're managing multiple, 50 or more PCs, you're actually able to save, you're paying $1 a month per machine, and you're going to save about $2 per month in energy expense. So the value propositions and the breadth of apps is really, you name it, and there's probably something out there for you to bring to your client. The problem is just finding what those apps are in an efficient way, and so that you can bring them to your client. And that brings us to the little problem here and why SaaSMAX exists. And it's really that today the real estate industry has streamlined into having a choice engine and being allowed, helping the middle people, the real estate brokers to help their clients. The travel industry is doing the same. Even the car industry is doing the same. And yet, ironically, it just hasn't been done yet for the software sector. And that's what SaaSMAX intends to do. It's very noisy out there. And as you can see on the screen, there's over 28 million companies looking for good solutions. And there's probably about 400 to 500,000 trusted advisors, solution providers in the space who are servicing many of these companies. But there's over 10,000 applications, probably 20,000 as of this year. And yet, there's just no way to pull them all into an organized fashion and make it very easy for the solution providers to find the right solutions, to vet them out for their clients, to do business with the vendors. And that's really what SaaSMAX is trying to do, make it much easier on all those levels, as well as provide you with operational efficiencies to track your deals and your commissions and collect the commissions and see that all in one place. So really, this is sort of driving through the point again, but we were considered a game changer in the sector, and we were just highlighted yesterday in a blog on MSP Mentor and Talking Cloud as one of 10 sort of cloud aggregators or cloud brokers that exist out there. And what we noticed in that list is that we were the only ones seeking to really provide a neutral marketplace that specifically focuses on any solution provider's goal of discovery of apps and making good decisions for their clients, and then managing the process with those app vendors of the deals and commissions and tracking. We also, as you join SaaSMAX, you'll be on a list to basically receive notifications as new apps come on, and that snapshot webinars are scheduled, which are basically 10 to 15-minute webinars that are all about the business opportunity for you, how you would pitch the app, what does it do, how's it priced, what's the commission for you. So we try to use your time and the app vendor's time efficiently so that you get to filter out what might be a great opportunity for you very quickly. And if you want to learn more, then you can look more on the profiles in the marketplace, and you can also contact the app vendors directly. Very transparent is our goal. So again, business value and the pains that we try to solve for solution providers is that there's a lot of market confusion and misinformation. And our goal is really to provide app discovery without the noise, and really to leverage our community and the SaaSMAX team's expertise to help you identify solutions faster. And on that note, what we're finding as well is that as solution providers are learning about new apps that they want to sell, they're actually referring them into SaaSMAX because they're liking how we permit them to do business all in one place. And so as you find solutions that you may already be doing business with or want to do business with, let us set those out for you. Let us go and bring them into SaaSMAX so that, again, we can make your processes more efficient. One contract with SaaSMAX means that you can sell any of the apps in our marketplace from day one, which means you don't have to deal with legal resources, reviewing contracts, dealing with quotas, dealing with learning different companies' separate partner portal functions and deal registration. And we think that saves a huge amount of headache, time, resources, and hard dollars for you. Again, deal management, the one-stop deal management platform, is another way that you can log into one place and capture everything going on. And when you're dealing with SaaS apps that may be less expensive than traditional software, it becomes more profitable and gives you incentive to do the deal registration, because we're going to make it easy for you. And so in this case, if you're collecting a $10 a month commission, it's worth it for you, because you're really not taking time to do a whole lot more than work on the sale. And again, missed opportunity to capitalize on selling more SaaS to customers, because we're providing you with a continuing stream of growing apps in our marketplace and education on them. You're going to be continually more aware of what's out there. So one of the reasons that app vendors are joining SaaSMAX is that many don't have the resources or in-house capability to build a traditional sales channel. It's expensive. It requires a lot of expertise. And many app vendors who are coming in are recognizing that you have the trusted advisor relationships already, and rather than building an enormous direct sales force, they can focus on building the quality marquee customers and case studies and continue to improve their system and look to the channel to help extend the word and build the sales. You also have the trusted advisor relationships with those clients already. And most of the app vendors who join SaaSMAX recognize that those relationships belong to you. They want them to belong to you. And they recognize, and we help them recognize, that by having you in the middle, you're reducing the churn rate, the drop-off rate of their apps. And the stats show that you're reducing that churn rate by as much as 50% in the first year of their adoption, which makes a lot of sense, because typically when solution providers come in with solutions, they're looking at it from the bigger picture and saying, don't just use this one feature that you happen to like because you happen to have seen this app through someone else or just signed up yourself, but instead you're looking at the bigger picture and helping the company identify all the value that they can squeeze out of that app. One more thing is that a lot of resellers today are only just starting to learn about what SaaS and cloud apps are bringing to the table. And so by you having a one-up on them gives you a way in the door with many companies that their existing solution providers are not able to help them with, because those others are not being as strategic and forward-looking. And so as far as SaaSMAX goes, where we're at and what our marketplace looks like is pretty well portrayed in this screenshot here. We're currently, again, in beta. We're building critical mass and adding functionality. We've received a lot of recognition. We have, this is also a slide. We're already at 160 or so resellers and have about 10 to 20 a week joining on in the past few weeks. And so this is just one more About Us slide. When you look at an app profile in SaaSMAX, I wanted to show you typically what gets why we're different and what makes this so valuable to you and saves you more time, which is that a profile will have an overview section, which is publicly available. But then we also provide a lot of detail in the technical tab and in the channel tab, so that you can understand who's successful in the channel selling this, what businesses are typically bringing on this app, what the sales cycles are, what data integration requirements are there, what kind of pricing do you offer, and what commissions are being offered to you. And these are things that only a registered solution provider can actually have access to, and the general public cannot see these things. So it gives you a real heads up, and it's sort of your inside encyclopedia, not only for what these apps do and as much information, over 80 pieces of data about these app vendors, but it gives you the inside scoop on pricing and pricing deals and commissions to you. We also provide you, through the app vendors, profiles on marketing data and screenshots and product data sheets and links to webinars or links to actual demos of their platform that they've set up just for SaaSMAX resellers to come in and play in their sandbox. So that's a huge value for a lot of solution providers, is rather than having to start free trials to see what something's about, you can go in and see something set up already. And to be able to see that it saves you a lot of time. It also preserves your own data and doesn't put you at any risk. So, and also you can see in our marketplace, you have the ability to click on purchase or register deal or register lead, and that helps you to get started in the whole deal management process. So if you were to click on register deal or report a sale, you would end up in your deal manager, and Donna Olmstead would give you a little bit of an overview of this as well, but it's fairly easy to understand when you're in SaaSMAX. Basically on the left here you can see your dashboard, which provides you with access to building your own company profile, which lists in a solution provider directory, and that helps app vendors find you and target you for certain promotions. And it also allows you to go into your deal manager, which is up on the top here, which gives you a summary of the various deals you have in the pipeline and whether your deals have been approved or are still pending or if they've been declined. And this helps you avoid dealing with channel conflict. And so if you were at a show and you found a great potential client that you thought was your client, if someone else had already registered that deal, the app vendor is going to say, sorry, we can't work with you on that one, which saves you time as well as everybody time and headache fighting over who is the owner of a specific deal. But you would simply complete a form that's called Register My Deal, and the whole process gets flowing. Very simple. Again, these are the apps in our marketplace, and we ask you to go in and check them out yourself. And then we put together a little table that just shows at some level how you can bundle SaaS apps into a package of solutions you can upsell at the same time. So whether you're focused in SaaS for communications infrastructure, or you're focused on business communications, or let's say you're more focused on HR and operations management, or document management, and in this case sales and marketing tools. We basically already have SaaS apps for all of those things, and we have a huge pipeline of new apps coming in for each. But regardless of SaaSMAX, I'd encourage you to explore how you can bundle these different categories of apps, these different solutions, into one single category that you can bring to your clients and say, I can bring you in HR, I can bring you workforce management tools and shift planning tools and recruitment management tools, all in one shot, and you'll have a very robust HR department that's that's pulling in sort of the best of breed, easy to use, less expensive solutions than what you can get in other environments. And many times what you'll see in the SaaS and cloud environment is very enterprise-strength tools with all sorts of enterprise-strength features that are being offered at much better rates and much more profitable or efficient, so to speak, rates for your clients. And it makes you look good, but it's giving them the functionality that they typically were not able to get in the past if they're not in the enterprise space investing hundreds of thousands of dollars. So for SMEs, which is small, medium enterprises, and SMBs, extremely valuable to look at SaaS solutions. This is just a recent testimonial. We had one of our solution providers who joined in December, started registering deals pretty quickly, and he's already earning recurring revenues. And the point about this one is that we also have a partnership with a telecom master agent who provides VoIP and broadband and other telecom services. And so as an added opportunity for cloud service providers, you can absolutely become an expert and trusted advisor to your client on either getting backup broadband, getting better priced broadband, moving into VoIP and unified communication tools, and being able to sell them better priced telecom services, telecom. And so I would encourage you to look at that as well as you are quoting and bringing new solutions to your clients. They do need more, when they're using more SaaS, they're going to be using more broadband. So having that and having it at better rates is something they'll appreciate. And the commissions offered to you are between 20% and 50%, depending on how active you are in the sales process. So with March SaaSMAX, the deal is that if you close 3 sales by April 15th, you can earn an extra $100 from SaaSMAX. And it's as simple as identifying one app in SaaSMAX that you think would be really easy to promote to your client base and learn about and register those deals and convert them to sales. And if those are closed by the end of mid-April, then we give you that extra stiff. And we also begin the tracking, collecting, and distributing of those recurring revenue commissions that you earn. So it's a pretty good deal to get started. And that is it. I hopefully got that all done fairly quickly. And if anyone can, let's see. I'm looking at someone said they can only see half the slide. If that's still the case, I'm definitely sorry about that. Anyway, does anyone have any questions? I'm going to open up, you can either type them in, or you can, let me see, I'll make the audio possible for you to speak. So if anyone would like to speak, I'm basically unmuting people. But it looks good. Someone said they could only see half the slide. All right, well, I don't hear any specific questions, but feel free to contact me or Henry. Henry, I know that you're still there. Would you like to say anything before we close up? You might be on mute. Henry, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here now. I was muted. No, I'm just available to solution providers whenever needed. I work frequently with app vendors on the app vendor side, giving solution providers the information about new app vendors that come on board. And feel free to email me at any time if you have questions about those solutions or about the incentives that we try to provide to solution providers to make those deals happen and registered. So with that, I'll toss it back to Dina.
Yeah, so that's great. Thank you, everyone, for coming. If anyone would like a copy of the presentation, we can send that over to you. Just let us know. And we look forward to hopefully meeting you through SaaSMAX and having you grow with us. And have a great day. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.